Hello, beautiful souls. How y'all doing? If you're new here, welcome. I'm Brainy, and this is Brainy Twin Gemini, where we talk about life, love, spiritual health and fitness, the law of attraction, and manifesting your dreams into reality. Today, I'm going to be doing a divine love, twin flame, fated connection, soulmate love, however you resonate, for the twin flame collective, for divine masculine and divine feminine energy. So I'm going to start with the masculine energy. For the last several days, the energy flow for the masculine is complete transformation and rebirthing and transforming, and they're transforming everything about them, their body, their mind, and their spirituality. So they're very, very connected to source, God, divine, universe, however you resonate. Very, very, very connected. And they're balancing their energy. And one very significant download that has happened is the masculine energy has been getting this soul call or soul cry. And this soul call and the soul cry is for them to fulfill their soul contract, their soul purpose. And it's because of your inception in their life, feminine energy. There's always been something there that has been calling them out to do something in their purpose in life. And they finally are ready to fulfill that contract. And once they do, some of the things that the masculine energy often has this sense of like they don't feel worthy and they feel unworthy. And when now that they're fulfilling that call, that soul purpose, this is going to bring them all sorts of wealth. And the spiritual wealth is what I want to say. They are like, as I said, they're just kind of done with everything. They were caught in this divine matrix of the third dimensional, low vibrational vortex. And that was navigating their journey. And, you know, I know sometimes this is such a tough journey. And it's sometimes it's not, you don't always have the answers. It seems like there's more questions than there are answers when you're going through, I want to say, physical separation. I primarily do messages for souls that are in physical separation because it can be very deflating, daunting, and just pure discouraged. Like you just get discouraged, and it's almost like you're having a battle with yourself and your ego, because much of the time you're saying that this is just a fabrication. Something led to you to this. Some divine love in your heart led you to this, and it led you there for a reason. But sometimes it also can lead you into these paths of temptation, which are not the correct paths. But this is all done like for the masculine. They're feeling very, very energetically connected to you, feminine energy, and they're like, they can hear you, they can feel you, they just feel your energy, and they're coming to terms with all of this. For much of the time, for a long time, they were denying these gifts, and when you deny them, they eventually go away. But as they went through this deep karmic purging, I want to say, and clearing, and as a result of this dark night of the soul, I want to say that's to me what this is. They now see the light, and that light is you. Someone's trying to manipulate with this masculine's free will. Free will is also a gift that was given to all of us beautiful souls on this earth, and if you have free will to do as you please and choose. You cannot manipulate the will of somebody else's. And I know when you're in physical separation, it is like brutal. It's the only way I can put it, because it hurts like hell. And you have this yearning and this longing for your twin soul or your divine love to come into your life, you just want to hug and hold them. And it's frustrating when you can't. And you just cannot manipulate the will of someone else. They have to go through their journey and their path the way they're meant to go through it. But the masculine energy is gaining the courage, is gaining the strength to overcome much of the ego and the regret and the denial as it pertains to feminine energy. I see a lion. I also see a fly, and literally I do. I live in Canada. It's literally 5 degrees out. It's nearly impossible for a fly to be alive in this. It's cold. And there's 2 of them flying around. And that does represent abundance, transformation. And it's just crazy how this stuff happens when I'm like in the midst of giving you a message, but they want to communicate to you desperately, and they plan on doing it very, very soon. Many of you are doing wonderfully on this journey. You're following the faith and the guidance of your heart, and you're just destroying and dismantling that ego. The masculine also wants you to know, feminine, that you've inspired them so much to be a better person. And a result of this inspiration, they are fulfilling that soul purpose and that soul call. And that is going to give them all of the internal riches and blessings. And because they are following their soul call. Some of us, you know, a lot of us, my soul purpose is to be a writer, to be a messenger, to help others heal, get on the right path of their spiritual health, to get to the light of oneself. And I've always had that call, and now I'm fulfilling it. And to me, it's not about a monetary, a piece of paper does not value your worth. It's about how you value you. And if it gives you bliss and enlightenment and gratitude and happiness, then you're fulfilling your soul. And I just simply want to heal others. I do it in many other ways. I've body temple health, helped people cure cancer. It's crazy. And today is a very special day. If you're in the Christian faith, I do not, what do I want to say here? I'm not here to like tell you what religion to be. Like, I'm always a firm believer. It's not what you believe, or as long as you believe in something and something that's close to your heart. But in the Christian faith, Jesus died today on Good Friday, and he is a very, like, we go back to the past. We don't always know. It's written in scripture. There's beautiful, beautiful souls that have navigated before us that are very good mentors for us. And Jesus walked the path of unconditional love. And you both have this unconditional love for each other and forgiveness and just pure, pure, pure beauty and healing. Jesus was a healer. It's all about eternal life and eternal love. And the masculine energy has eternal love for you, feminine energy. Sometimes I know you don't feel like they do, but they absolutely do. They have unwavering love for you. And they just, right now, they're just coming to who they truly are, and they're opening themselves back up. And in return, they're getting these beautiful gifts of telepathic energy communication. They want to give these gifts back to you. They want to communicate to you. They're still feeling a little bit like they're in uncharted territory. So this is not familiar to them. But they're following what their heart is telling them now. When for so long they were letting that chatter of the mind run their life and their journey, their pathway to you. It's like, how can I feel this way about this person? This is not right. Like, that's gone, you know. And I feel like divine God is moving all obstacles for you beautiful souls that are doing what your heart is telling you to do. And the masculine is like, please don't lose faith in our love. I do plan on communicating to you very soon. And yes, again, balancing energy. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. One other thing I want to say is the animal spirit that we have for the masculine today is to give with gratitude and grace. And it's just a perfect moment in time. Gratitude and grace. Your love is eternal. Our souls are eternal. I feel like you've had this past life love for, I want to say, even longer than decades. You know, it stems thousands of years. I know for sure, my twin and I, we talk about it often. There's a lot of things that I keep to myself, because I don't want sometimes for him to think that I'm crazy, but he'll bring it up before I've journaled it all. And he'll say, I feel like this is a past life connection. It stems back. I used to have dreams, honestly, about cave women and cavemen. Like, it's like way back in time. And it's like we're using these old wagons with wheels. It was crazy. And I feel like it was truly a blessing. So masculine is doing well. Again, they're in uncharted territory right now. They feel like a little bit confused, but they feel you very strongly, feminine energy, and it's a very good energy. I feel like after this full moon passed, something very powerful happened between both of your energies, and you're like, I can't say it enough. Your love is eternal, and it's unconditional. Sometimes we tend to put conditions on it, but we take those conditions away as quickly as we put them on. So if the masculine could say anything to your beautiful energy, what would it be? And it is, surrender all that no longer serves you. Let all that remains buried in your heart come to the surface and be healed. Let there be space for new energies to enter. A new beginning transforms darkness to light. And the second message is, let go of inhibitions, be creative, and allow your imagination to run wild. Your love life will transform in ways you never thought possible. So it's kind of crazy how the message to you, feminine energy, is almost what the masculine is going through right now. And that's what they want to say to you. Let go of the inhibitions, be creative, fulfill your soul call, and just do what is good for you. And your love life will transform in ways you never thought possible. And a new beginning transforms darkness into light. I love this message all so much. It's very meaningful. You know, today of all days, you know, if you celebrate the Christian faith, it is a very sacred moment in time, because as you know, history changed itself. And I won't go any further because I'm not here to preach to anybody, but I just want to wish you all a very good day on this beautiful day. So what does the feminine energy have today? Beautiful feminine energy. So much is going on with you. It's such, like, I'm in awe, like, of your energy for the last couple of days. You're just really restoring the balance within yourself. You're getting to this pure self-love, and you're just holding your heart in a very good way, in an unconditional love way, and your masculine can feel that love. You know, sometimes when you're in separation with no contact, you often wonder, both of you wonder what each other are doing in your day-to-day life in the 3D world. And the masculine often thinks about you and what you're doing and how you're doing. But again, sometimes it's the confines of the ego that they're just afraid to reach out to you because they don't. Sometimes the unknown is better than the known because they fear that rejection. But you're doing phenomenal. You're doing what's right for you, and you're breaking free of the attachment to this physical separation, and you're just living the best version of yourself. To you too, I feel you're doing wonders for your mind, your body, your temple, and your spirit, your soul, your spirituality. You're doing, you're listening to your gut, and you're listening to your guide, and that is your best navigation, GPS on your journey of life. Yourself. And as I said, I'm merely just a messenger here to give truth and guidance when sometimes we find out and lose our way. I'm simply here because there's nothing more that I would love than to see you beautiful souls come back into physical harmony in sacred union. I feel, I just see like just such light and sun and radiance and bliss and peace and harmony. And as a result of this, there's an offer coming to you. And I feel like this offer is a communication from the masculine energy. I really do feel that. You know, I feel then I don't know who this particular message is for. It's a warning for you. And this warning is that you're reluctant to let go, and you're not really familiar with the surrendering to oneself, to the love and breaking free, and just purely letting go and letting God do the work for you. The more you attach, the more you have that desire, the further you are physically in harmonization with your twin. And if you're not coming into that physical harmony or physical reunion, there's something there that's not being fulfilled. You won't come together until I want to say you listen to the voice of oneself, which is God, divine universe, ultimately listening to that call within yourself. So I don't know who that message is for. Like I said, I'm merely just a messenger, but that's just a warning to let go. You know, sometimes I hear messages, I get emails, and you know, the $1 million question is, why are they not coming back to me? That I can't answer. The only answer that comes within is within yourself. Well, it's been years and they haven't come back to me. Either, like, I cannot answer these questions. All of that comes within yourself. But what I can do is offer guidance. And when I was in my journey of physical separation, certain things would come to me and I would write them down. I have thousands of pages written down. And one, just to give you an example, I have a very toxic family member living with me. And it just, like, this epiphany came over me and said, this interference, it's got to go. And within 2 weeks, I politely and lovingly asked my family member to leave, that it was toxic. And that just to give you an example of maybe you need to clear some stuff out of the way. But again, your love for your twin is eternal. And your souls are eternal. And today's, like I said earlier, I'm not here this journey is about spirituality and getting to know who you truly are. And that's really what God wants for you, is to have purity, innocence, and unconditional love for oneself and each other and all others in this world. And it is just a very, very spiritual day. But it's whatever you believe. Whatever you believe in. I just feel like you know, history sometimes is a very good lesson for us, and unconditional love is a beautiful, beautiful way to navigate your life. I feel like some of you are still feminine energy. You're still like you're still trying to find yourself. You're still healing, and that's fine. You know, this love is like a lifetime in the making. It could be from like I said, like past lives, and you could been together for thousands of years prior. And many, many times, and many different, because if our soul's eternal, then, I mean, that pretty much explains it itself, right? It's sometimes it takes a while, you know, like my twin and I passed each other for decades before we physically came together. And that was God saying, okay, children, now it is time for you to come. We went to physical separation. We're back in physical reunion, and there's still triggers there. You know, we still trigger each other to complete that healing, but we came together because much of the healing work had been done. So I feel like, again, you're just healing some deep-seated wounds, and that's great. One beautiful thing that I want to talk to you about is you're seeing some pretty incredible signs right now, and these signs and synchronicities they're very, very important communications for you. And sorry, I forgot to do two important messages for your divine masculine. So while I'm speaking, I'm going to do these cards. So some very, very strong signs and synchronicities. And I feel like there's the two cards. Thanks. I feel like you need to get out and just ground your energy, like on earth, you know, the ground. There's magic on the ground and the earth. You feel just better, and I just feel like you have a light shining around you right now. And that light is being transferred to the masculine energy. You're pushing them and to make a move. And I cannot believe the animal spirit card that came out today. The animal spirit dog for the feminine is dog spirit. And I was talking to my beloved soul this morning, and I was saying to him, you know, I love all animals. I love all creatures. I mean, everything. There are certain things, you know, that I probably might not like to have a close encounter with. But I was saying to him, I love dogs the most. And sure as shit, this card came out for feminine energy today. And why do I love dogs the most? Is because they're loyal to who they love. And a dog represents unconditional love. They do. They love unconditionally. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful card for you, Divine Feminine. You know, you may not have a dog, you may not particularly like dogs, but they represent so much on this journey. And that's best friend, loyalty, and unconditional love. And you have this unwavering loyalty to your masculine energy. You're always holding a space in your heart for them, a good loving heart space and unconditional love. And you view your masculine as your very best friend. So I love that so very much. And if you could say anything to your masculine energy today, what would it be? And it would be, you are always in my heart, like a glowing ocean light. I cannot believe this, sorry. A shimmering star in heaven. Love is a golden memory, drifting through space like autumn leaves, recollections of loving days and nights. And I said earlier that you have this glowing light around you. And it's beautiful how these messages come out. There's no coincidences here. And I love it so very much. And the next message for your masculine is, this is a favorable time for matters of the heart, a time of inspiration and healing. A relationship blossoms. Your heartfelt aspirations now manifest lovingly into reality. And this is exactly a time for inspiration. And this inspiration and this soul contract, it invokes healing. And as a result, your love is blossoming into greater depths, and far deeper than you can ever see with the visual eye. It comes at the soul level. So that's what I have for you, beautiful souls. Again, if any of this resonates, kindly hit the notification bell.